I thought that masters will be a little chill because I have done so much, exploration in bachelor's. So compared to my friends, I started pretty late. My conceptual clarity was, I could say, good. So instead of just reading things, I started solving a lot. So whenever you have decided on something and you forget the purpose, just ask why did you start this? If you want to give mathematical aspects, then MSE is for you, or else no.
So today we have with us Abhayee. Abhayee is from a city called Kolhapur in Maharashtra. She has actually done her bachelor's in economics from Gokhale Institute in Pune. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself, Abhayee, like your schooling and the college? How was your experience?
Sure. So hello, I am Abhayee Pujari. I've come from Maharashtra and I've completed graduation in Maharashtra itself. So I completed my 10th from EduSure. Then I completed my 12th from Sanjay Ghudawat International School. And then bachelor's like BSc in economics from Gokhale Institute of Politics and Economics. So far it was nice actually. So till 12th it was not very rigorous. But as soon as I came to Gokhale, it became really rigorous. So bachelor's is really rigorous in Gokhale. And I thought that master's will be a little chill because I have done so much of exploration in bachelor's, but it's a little not chill. So MSE is also rigorous in 3 weeks itself. So going on.
Right. When did you decide that you wanted to do a master's in economics, and how did you pursue your goal of actually going into a good institute in order to do a master's?
When I was in 8th, I had decided that I want to pursue something in finance and economics. Since then, so that's how I landed up in Gokhale for economics. And after that, like while talking to all of the friends, so you're doing this, so you're doing that. And it was very sure that I was going to pursue my career in academia itself. So I'm also planning to pursue PhD postmasters. So I know this is the only way that I can go to PhD.
Wow, very nice. So you were actually focused from day one itself. When did you start your preparation for masters?
So compared to my friends, I started pretty late. So I actually started my preparations for master's entrances in September. And yeah, September. But I was not able to focus till it was December because we had thesis to cope up with, and last year so there were a lot of pressure, and so I couldn't just prepare for from September to November. Then in December I decided it's only 2 months for actual preparation. That's when I started preparing actually. And for MSc, I think Gokhale had prepared us so well that I'd not find difficulty clearing MSc, honestly.
Oh, that's very nice. So how was the EduSure course in itself? How did you prepare with the EduSure course? And what was the most difficult area in these entrance examinations for you, and the easier one as well?
Sure. So the fact that I joined EduSure, honestly, I joined EduSure in March, just before CUET.
Right.
It was very and all of my friends were like, oh, you should join EduSure. It's really nice. They help you with practice questions. This, and I'm like, oh, now I have not studied anything. I think this is my last resort. And EduSure has actually helped me. I think I am here also because of EduSure, because of the practice sessions, and it gave a lot of conceptual clarity to me. So my microeconomics is little weak. So I suffer a lot in micro. But I think because of EduSure, I could cope with micro as well.
Okay, so the difficult area was microeconomics for you.
Yeah, for me.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now, how comfortable are you with microeconomics? Has it got better? Okay, well, that's very nice. And how is MSc? Like, when did you go there, and how are you liking it?
So in general, weather is very difficult. It's very extreme.
Yeah, it's Chennai.
Yeah, it's Chennai. But the people here make it comfortable. So people are really nice. And especially professors here, they don't ask us to mug up. They'll teach you a concept 100 times. They'll call you to the cabins if you don't understand. They'll make sure that you understand topic and not mug up just for scores. And so far it's been only 3 weeks, but I'm already stressed with, not stressed actually, but I'm like, oh, I have to study now because it's actually rigorous. MSc is a very rigorous course. Like if you only prepare, give so much of time, and if you want to pursue something in mathematical more aspect, if you want to give mathematical aspect, then MSc is for you, or else no.
So you had approximately only 2 months time, right? So that actually tells us that better late than never. Like you had the courage to join the institute at the 10th hour. So you joined EduSure in March, as you said, right? March was absolutely in the 10th hour. So in the last 2 months, how did you prepare? Like, what did you do in order to ensure that MSc or any other institutions happen for you? And how many different, masters in economics entrances did you appear for?
Okay. So, let me begin with the institutions that I appeared for. So, I gave IIT JAM, IIT GATE, CUET. Then I also gave MSc. I also gave, so I missed my deadline for applying in Gokhale. So, I also gave Gokhale CET. And apart from that, I gave SNU exam.
Right,
And also for Ahmedabad University, for safer side, I gave their exam also.
right. Okay,
And
okay.
IAFT as well.
IFT as well. Okay.
Yeah.
So you basically get into Gokhale, Ahmedabad through CUET itself, right?
No, Kokle we get through, for Ahmedabad also. It's up to us.
Yeah.
If you want to upload score for Ahmedabad, it's good, or else you can give their exam.
Yeah, correct. Okay. So, yeah, so coming back, so what did you do in the last 2 months in order to ensure that you have a good shot at these colleges?
Yeah, so honestly, like last 2 months were really hectic with exams and the deadlines for exams. So I used to study for 7 to 8 hours for last 2 months,
My
like
God,
continuously.
every day, 7 to 8 hours.
I used to try to read 7 hours at least because I did not prepare and I could see my peers preparing so much in so long. Like I had also few of my classmates were preparing for 2 years for these exams.
Oh,
So it was
wow.
a little pressure for me, like, oh, people are so prepared, so I have to do something. So I used to try reaching 7 hours apart from college, which was really hectic. So I used to hardly get 2 to 3 hours of sleep.
My
So
God.
it
Only
was
3 hours
there,
to
but
sleep. Wow.
yeah, for 1 month. So during NSEMs, that was the schedule because I had to prepare for NSEMs as well as masters, and our NSEMs were right after ISI exam. So it was a little more rigorous. And for past 2 months, I prepared on solving PYQs more because I know they'll always follow a pattern. They'll not go off pattern. So instead of understanding concepts, like my conceptual clarity was, I could say, good. So instead of just reading things, I started solving a lot. So
Hmm.
that's what helped me.
So that basically comes to the same, argument. Should I be practicing PYQs more or actually doing the concepts? So the answer is very simple. If you do the PYQs properly, then the concepts will automatically be done, right? If you actually understand the concept behind each and every question, then everything, absolutely falls into place, isn't it?
So the thing is, you need to know concepts. Without concepts, you cannot solve PYQs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so sometimes what happens is not every time every institute is going to follow the same pattern that we have followed. They'll also throw some, googly for you to not think a lot. So there is where conceptual clarity helps. So if you want to get an edge over people, so there are a lot of people competing with us. So if you want that edge, you also need conceptual clarity. Plus, you need, PYQ practice. So only one thing will never help you.
Yeah,
That's what I feel.
obviously.
Yeah.
Obviously. So, there is a tendency to focus a lot on only the theory by students. So it's important as a message that, the theory and the concepts are, definitely important. But, PYQs are also equally important because many times the theory doesn't actually enable you to solve the questions because the questions come as an exception to the theory, many of the questions. So it is important to have a very good balance between concepts and the theory and the PYQs, right? Also, as you said, how did you motivate yourself even after seeing the competition? So many students actually get overawed by the competition. That students around them, they have been actually preparing, as you said, for 2 years, 1 year. All of them are way ahead of you. So there will always be many people whom you feel are ahead of you in the preparation, right? And the competition is also a lot. So how did you motivate yourself to not give up? That's a huge challenge for the students. Every year we see that many students actually give up, thinking कि अरे इतने लोग मेरे आगे हैं तो रेस में भागने का फायदा ही क्या है? So how did you motivate yourself?
So my parents taught me this thing like why is the question of philosophy. So whenever you have decided on something and you forget the purpose, like why am I doing this? There are so many people ahead of me, and why now I'm too late and everything. You just ask why did you start this? So this is the one thing that helped me a lot. But apart from this, I also used to early in the morning used to get messages on EduSure group. Oh, this is your last day. You can do this. The motivation also kept me going. So whenever I fell down, not every time why question helps. I'm like, I don't want to do it. It's okay. But the motivation that you, EduSure, like the trust that you guys put in us, like you never knew us, right? Like we only interact in classes or something like that.
Right.
But you're like, oh, students, you can do it. This is your chance. And I'm like, okay, yes, people are putting trust in me. I think I should do it. That's what kept me going.
So that's very, very nice. That's actually very well put. We are actually, trying to motivate each and every one of you to just be in the race and not to give up. If you don't give up, you will cross the line. That is but obvious. But if you stop, that is a point which we don't want any student to do, that you stop in the race midway. That is exactly why I and the team, everyone, all of us have only one aim, that each of you complete the race that you have actually started off. That is the motivation within us.
That actually keeps us going, like it's a really good initiative that you guys do. I really love it.
Thank you. So, any last comments on people actually listening to you, that okay, how should they prepare for the next year, for the 2026 batch? Any two lines for your juniors?
I would say life is a rat race. So, and you, all of us are bound to run in it, right? We have no option. At the start line, once you're there, never just back off. Like, even if you score less than others, but just make sure you complete it. You never know, God's kept their plans for you. Trust yourself.
Very nice, Abhay. Thank you so much for your time, and I wish you all the best at MSc.
Thank you
If you
so
have
much.
any doubts at any point of time, and need any of our help, me, Mahima ma'am, any of the faculty members, we'll be very happy to be there with you. Right.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Keep in touch, and all the best.
Thank you so much. Yeah. Sure.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you.